Hi everybody, Robert here again. In this video, we are going to look at how to use the MikroTik notes. The MikroTik notes actually a very cool feature that MikroTik has that makes it very easy for administrators to leave some sort of information on MikroTik that may be useful on the next login. Usually, you'd find that administrators will use those to document and track changes on the MikroTik device. Changes to configurations, important information can be stored directly on the MikroTik device so that whenever any other engineer logs onto the system, they would be able to know exactly what's going on in there. So let me just show you how this is used on the MikroTik. So as you can see here, I'm already logged onto my MikroTik router. To leave a note, you go system notes, right? And then you can go ahead and leave whatever notes that you want to leave here. So let's assume I have a customer and I want to leave some form of information for or some sort of details on the customer's device. So whenever an engineer or one of my colleagues log on, they'll be able to use that information for whatever they need to use it for. So for instance, let's say I have a customer, right? Let's say let's call my customer enable IT. And maybe I may want to add the location for this customer where this particular device, the particular device is installed. So let's say this is installed in Accra, Ghana, um, enable IT Heights, right? Um, and then contact details. Maybe I can do it +233 2666677889, right? Just to see some information in there. Now, what this means is that if an engineer logs on to this device, the very first prompts they get to see would be this information, just in case they need to contact someone at Enable IT, right? Let's say we also want to keep some maintenance schedule details, right? So schedule detail. So um, yeah, so people see next maintenance, and then let's set a date. Um, let's say 20th October. 2025, right? Now, what it is that whenever anybody logs onto this device, they will get access to this node, right? But we want that node to always pop up as login. So I need to check this box to make that possible. Now, to also make my notes very visible, I'd like to put some artwork around it, right? Such that it will stand out enough for the user or engineer who will be logging on for whatever reason especially when they log in via SSH, right? So after doing this, I'm just going to click on apply and then hit OK, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to close the MikroTik inbox and then let's see how this works. So let me go in here, okay, refresh, yeah, and then let me connect to my router. Realize that the very first thing that pops up is the system notes. So it just contains the information as they have left it. You can use this for a whole lot of different purposes, like or leaving audit trails. Maybe if you are carrying out a troubleshoot and then maybe there are a few changes that you've made here and there temporarily, you can leave search notes in here for your other colleagues to find, assuming you are not at work. Now let's see how this will look like if we access it via session. So I'm going to access it on 192.168.10.1 is input it, and then log. Let me expand this a bit. Let me log on, and then you see immediately that this is the very first thing that is displayed. So it's a very useful tool, and you can try using it within your deployment. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.